Joe Robina of American Cane Self-Defense for Cane Masters. And today we're talking, do men and women need to learn different cane self-defense techniques to be effective? And the quick answer to that is no, not really. The cane self-defense applications work for men and for women, but the way that the targeting happens may be different. And men, you know, we talk a lot about in ACSD about de-escalating, avoiding problems. Listen, if we can destroy an attack, not have to escalate, draw a firearm, right? These are a lot of the conversations that we have with the ladies. It's looking at the tool to create leverage. In both cases, for both men and women, this is simply a tool that creates leverage. But let me give you an example. It's more common for an individual who's bigger, stronger, right? He's going to impose himself over, a female who's small. There's going to be more grabbing involved, right? Rare is it that two men are grabbing themselves to escort one. If there's any escorting, there's usually escalation with a firearm that's being pointed, or a gentleman might be held down because they're targeting the family or they're holding them back. But men, bigger, are going to go ahead and take somebody that is smaller. And in that case, let me work with Vanessa here a little bit on how the tool creates leverage, right? The first one is at a distance. Now, analyze this first, okay? Let's go minus the cane for a second. Just hang your cane, right? And I'm approaching here, and she just got out of wherever it is. Maybe she was looking at her phone, and I'm coming over here, and I mean business. Get a little closer. And now she's trying, she has no tool, no cane, and she's trying to keep me at bay either with her hands or with, now I can take a shot. We're going mano a mano, right? I'm big, I'm strong, I'm fat. We're going to go at it here. Maybe she's trained with self-defense, but it's different when she has that tool in hand. I'm approaching, right? She senses that she just holds this here. And now, if she, whoa, okay. See, I didn't even tell her go into that power shot mode where she's advancing like a fencer with that front foot forward. And what you see, do it towards the camera there so that they see. What you're seeing is a three-dimensional propeller that's coming in. Now, if I'm an assailant, I'm empty-handed. I wasn't expecting that. Maybe I even see that as a crutch, and I'm thinking soft target. But in 3 to 5 seconds, she starts registering, and on top of that, what is it that you were saying?
Get back.
Back off. But I mean, we're in an open area here. Everybody's looking over here, right? Everybody has a cell phone. She's calling attention to herself. So think about this for a second in terms of creating leverage. I'm an assailant, right? I'm a bad guy. She's coming at me. I'm having to make a quick decision. Am I going to risk getting cracked with that bazooka? Or am I going to live to rob another day, or whatever it was that I was up to? Not only that, when she starts back off, get away, you have people all over, and everybody has a cell phone. And I know this. And so I don't want her, so you're forcing me as a criminal to make a decision in just 3 to 5 seconds. Do I engage or do I retreat? And hopefully that's what now I want you to think about that for a second, because if she didn't have that cane, that's not going to have an effect. Her, this, that, and the other thing. I bust right through this defense and I put a silencer on her, which is right here. I don't care. I'll take a couple of bites. I'll get my rabies shot later. I'll take a couple of bites, and that's to get what I want. But with that cane, back off, get away, get away, get away. She's blowing me right off the map. So that's the first way that she's going to create leverage with that. In the actual application of it also, listen, it's a bazooka. Wood on bone hurts without the cane. It's possible that I get through here. Maybe she's even trained, and I come in here. She does a shot, right? Let's see. Now, that's cool. That's good. But that's not going to break my heart. That didn't break my arm. I still got through there, right? There's no guarantee once I do. But with something like this, if I go to stick my hand in there and she does make contact, not even raising it here, but just straight up, bang, and she's hitting radial bone. That brings you down in here, leaves everything else open. She can go right for a clavicle shot. The clavicle fractures with 7 to 12 pounds of pressure. Okay, a power shot, right, which is just from here. That thing whisked through the air, and you can hear that. I want nothing to do with that. And listen, it's just a fact. She comes here. This is very real because I can lift her off from here and take her. I'm a bigger body. Men, what are the chances that another male's going to grab them here? It doesn't work that way, right? We've figured that out already. But if I come in here and I do this, she can use her hands and she can get a good anchor there and she can breathe. She's trained. She's already anchoring. That's great. This is pretty good. This is good because I can try here. She's good. And now she can, maneuver and move out of here. Watch what happens with the tool. Let me show you that. She can magnify something that she already knows how to do, and she does that very well. When I come in here and she digs in, see, that starts digging in and ripping and raking and collecting DNA. She magnifies the effect of that. Now when she does check this out, when she does get out of this mess now she can, there's a strike, and she can start going into power shot mode at a distance that forces me to cover up. Got it? So the self-defense applications with a cane for men and women are the same. Women are going to have an instant equalizer, the potential for an instant equalizer with training. What is different tends to be the way they get targeted, right? A bigger body wants to control, grab, grip, whereas it's less likely that two males are going to be grabbing each other in that sense, right? It's not going to start off like that, right? I'm not going to try to lift another male because of the difference in body size. So again, listen, the moral of the story, these are the greatest tools. These are the greatest canes in the world. And they have the potential to be instant equalizers, provided that you have let's all say it together, training.